Welcome back to Temple Emanu. We hope that you had a wonderful Thanksgiving weekend and that you had a safe and meaningful visit with your friends and family and loved ones. This week we read Parashat Vayishlach. It talks about Jacob's reuniting with his brother, and Vayishlach means he sent, refers to Jacob sending forth emissaries with gifts to his brother Esau as he is about to return to the land of Israel after approximately a 20-year absence, where he is getting married, building a family, and raising a business. Jacob left, as you recall, Israel lonely himself. He has that dream about the ladder going up to heaven and coming down, and he's all by himself when he heads off to the ancestral homeland in Haran and meets up with his uncle Lavan and marries his two daughters. But now, coming back to Israel 20 years later, while Jacob is very fearful about his reuniting with his brother Esau, who had wanted to kill him, Jacob is now wealthy. He has many wives, children, sheep, cattle, but nevertheless he's scared and he's very full of trepidation. And part of his prayer, as he is getting ready to meet his brother right before the famous scene where he is wrestling with the angel, comes in chapter 32, verse 11 of Bereshit. And in thanking God for all that God has done for him, Jacob says, "Katonti mikol hachasadim, mikol haemet asher asita et avadecha." Katonti, I am smaller than all of the loyalty and all of the truth that you God have done with your servant, because I left Israel with only a staff, but I've come back and now my family is large enough for two camps, not just one. It's interesting that now, coming back wealthy and powerful, Jacob's prayer, his imprecation asking God for further protection and for reconciliation with his brother, is based on this idea and this word of katonti. Katon means small. It means I am smaller. I am unworthy. I am less than all of the good that you have done for me. And it's interesting that Jacob, who becomes Israel, who becomes the founder of our people, approaches his reconciliation with his family and reflects on his wealth by saying, Katonti, I am really very small. I am really not worthy of all of this, and I am really less than people think I am. It's a great contrast to what we see in public life and even private life today, where people tend to think that they are gadol, that they are greater than what they really are, or more important than what they really are. Part of this is evidenced in how we behave ourselves. And the Rabbi makes a connection between this statement of Jacob saying, Katonti mikol hachesed, I am smaller than all the loyalty that God has shown me. Rabbi makes this connection with Pirkei Avot, the ethics of the fathers in the Mishnah, chapter 4, Mishnah 12, where we read, Rabbi Eliezer ben Shmuah Omer, Rabbi Eliezer ben Shmuah says, Yehi kavod talmidecha chaviv me'alecha mishalcha. Let the honor of your student be the same as yours. That someone who is below you in station, treat them with the respect that is someone who is equal to your station. Uchvod chavecha k'moreh ravecha. And your equal, your colleague, you should treat as your teacher, as your master. And the respect that you give to your teacher, the one who is better than you, should be as if you were in the presence of heaven itself. And so we learn between this Torah portion and the Mishnah that is associated with it, that is discussed in connection with it, that we as Jews are, yes, we are to be proud of our accomplishments. An unnatural or sick kind of way of being down on yourself is not appropriate. That's on one hand, but on the other hand, we're also told to go through life like Jacob did, understanding that we are small, that we do need other people, that we are not always the masters of our own destiny, but even if we believe that we are, at least outwardly, as the Mishnah teaches us, we should be respecting others. We should be treating them as if they are better than we are, regardless of our relative stations. And it is with this attitude that Jacob successfully re-enters the land of Israel, reconciles with his brother, and goes on to become not just Jacob, but Israel itself. We hope you have a great week, and Shabbat Shalom.